Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company, and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. I have got my pre-tied T-turn bait rig here. That's the number 1A. That's for perch and panfish. And I've got about a 1 ounce sinker on there. I'm running a 5-foot fishing rod with braided line and a fluoro leader. And today folks, we're looking for that Lake Erie perch bite. So I'm fishing in about 60 feet of water today. I get that line right down to the bottom, and I like to move my bait a little bit, but wait for a bite. If the perch are around, they'll hit it. If they're not, sometimes you have to attract them and get them to come around. So we're gonna see what today brings. Hopefully we'll get into some perch, so stay tuned folks. Little pickup right there folks. Okay, it doesn't feel too big, but it means there's fish around. That's the key. Actually, that's not a bad perch. That's a decent perch right there. Took the top bait, you can see there. Sometimes they're on the top, sometimes on the bottom. Sometimes you get lucky and you get them on both. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna grab myself another bucket so I can start putting fish in the bucket. That's a good start. Just dropped it down, jigged my line a bit, and it is another decent perch. Look at that, folks. That's a nice perch, hey? Okay, so I just got him going in this pail here, so that's number 2. Pail's looking good so far. You check out the pail there. It's starting to look good. I need another fresh minnow on that bait rig. You get that T-turn bait rig right down there again. What I really love about these rigs, they're just so convenient. You just tie it, it's already pre-tied. So you just put it on, snap on a sinker, and you're fishing. So I'm anchored out here. So what I did is, I just come out in the zone, I marked some bait fish, so I decided to stop. So I've got my spot lock on, and we're anchored here. And I'm gonna stay here. I could drift a little if, it all depends on the bite, because these fish are scattered. They seem to be scattered today. I didn't really mark any concentrations of schools. But I'm gonna stay here for sure and see if we can fill that pail up a little bit nicer. So I've got my line down there, and usually if there's a lot around, they'll hit right away. If not, you'll have to entice the bite. And that's okay. I'll just keep working these minnows until I can, oh, there was a bite. That was a little hit. Now, there's gobies down here too. That was a hit. Oh, I missed him. Subtle hit, but I got 2 minnows on there, so if he's not spooked, maybe he'll bite again. Let's see. That was a good bite too, folks. Now, unless it was a goby, because they'll take your minnows too, and you'll pull and you'll miss them. So let's see, lift it up. All right, we're gonna give it 2 more seconds. If I don't get a bite, we'll lift it in and we'll see. And nothing? No. All right, let's take a look. My guess is I'm missing a minnow, at least one. And I am wrong, I'm not missing any. Okay. But, so it must have been a goby. And what he did is he poked the eye. I don't know if you can see or not. That's what the gobies do. See that? They poke the eyes out of the minnows. And that's why I didn't catch that fish, and that's why I still have my minnows. So I'll rebait and we'll get it right back down there again. This one feels like a smaller fish. I don't know, maybe not. It is a little bit smaller. Oh, he just, oh my goodness. Oh, there he goes, just came out. We'll throw him in the box. Get rid of that minnow. Put another minnow on. So they seem to be, you know what I'm gonna put, that's a small minnow. I'm gonna double up on that hook and put 2 minnows, there we go. Put 2 minnows on that hook. And the bottom hook, this minnow's all mangled, so we're gonna change that up too. So let's get another minnow going, freshen up our bait and get right back down there again. And yep, where there's one, there's more, folks. Where there's one, there's more. I just dropped it in too. Okay, this one feels decent. Come on, Mr. Perch. Okay, not bad. Took my bottom bait. Oh, tail's looking good, folks. The tail's looking good. Let me get another minnow on there. And it looks like I only have one minnow here. I had two on the top, did I not? Let's try that again. So, that one hit relatively quick. So, like I say, sometimes when they move in, you can get them relatively quick. Then you might have a lull until they move back around. So you got a choice. You could anchor and wait for them, or the other option, I could lift anchor and drift. That's the other option. So let's see, it's down there now. And if there's anything around, he should attack those minnows. So I'll just give it a subtle lift and a drop and a wait. Okay, so it doesn't look like, oh, no. Oh, wait a minute, there's a little nibble. There we go. There was another one down there, folks. There was another one. So there might be a few down there. The problem is I can't see my graph. The graph's back there and I'm up here. Okay, let's see what we got. This one feels decent, and it is decent, folks. Oh, get in here, that's a chunk. Hey, that's a nice Lake Erie. He bit the two minnow, my two minnow rig. Oh, and coming out of the deep water, that's their air bladder coming out of the mouth there, but that's a beautiful perch. Nice perch. Okay. Talk about getting excited, folks. Okay, another fresh minnow on there. Maybe I'll put two on the top again, just to see, right? Take a little bit here. Put that one on there. There's a small minnow, it's just a little guy. Oh, missed him. Another small minnow. I have a minnow net and I'm using my hand. Okay. And the bottom minnow looks no worse for wear. Okay. So with any luck, there'll be another one down there. And like I say, usually you could tell relatively quickly. If you don't get a bite, then they've moved. But we shall see. Okay. Down it goes. Takes a while to get down there. This deep water. I'm running braided line and a floral leader. You know I like to run my braid when I'm running live bait or jigging. But I always run a fluorocarbon leader. Always. And the rigs, of course, are pre-tied with fluorocarbon. So we're good that way. Okay, so is there another one down there? Let's see. And I might have to wait and entice the bite. You know, they're still in the zone. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that was a hit. That was a hit, folks. That was a hit. See if I get him to come back. Something small hit it. Okay. Maybe another one of those goby bites. Because he's not biting. Alright, so I'll have to wait him out. That's okay. I'll leave my line down there. I've got a lot of patience, folks. We can wait him out and bring him back in. Talk about aggressive. Okay, tell you what I did. I waited about 2 or 3 minutes. I didn't get a bite, but I knew those fish were still around. So I just cast it out a bit and started to work the minnows back towards the boat and whack. Oh, that's another nice chunk right there, folks. He took my 2 minnows on the top. Remember the 2 minnows we put up top there? Took the 2 minnows on the top. That's a chunk. Nice chunky fish. Well, look at that pail now, folks. It's already looking good. The pail's looking good. Okay, I'm gonna put 2 minnows back on this top one again. I don't know. Triggering bites, that's for sure. Okay, double trouble, right? And that bottom one, well, we're gonna replace him. And I think I'll do the same thing, folks. I think what I'll do is I'll just give it a little toss like I did last time, because I mentioned to you the other option is to drift a bit, but if those fish are still around, all I got to do is cast around in the area and then just slowly slowly work those minnows back to the boat. And again, if the fish are around, it's also attracting them to the boat, which is really good. So, all right, I'm in the bottom, and all I'm doing is letting it sit for a few seconds and then just slowly work it. And that one kind of bit just as I got it close to the boat. So we'll see if I can trigger another bite, folks. Same thing. Just at the boat. Didn't hit out there, but he hit back here. So are they following it in? I don't know. And it's another decent perch, folks. They all seem to be around about the same size. Nice chunky fish. And look at that, my bottom minnows are gone. So I might have had 2 biting actually. In there, I might have had 2 biting, but my T-turns are completely bare. My rig, completely bare. So let me get rigged up again. And I think what I'll do this time is I'll drop it straight down, because maybe I've attracted some fish here, and I'll see if I can get another bite. So those seagulls are liking my minnows, I think. I'm gonna put 2 again on the top hook, just for the heck of it. And they're 2 smaller ones, so there we go. All right, 1 more on the bottom and we'll get it right back in there again. Except this time, like I say, we're gonna put it straight down and see if there's any fish down below. Straight down anyway. Okay. We'll know relatively quick if they're down there. Now, if I don't get a bite, I'm gonna cast it back again and work it back, folks. That's the strategy. But I might have attracted a few around, so we'll see. Let's get it right down to the bottom. Nice, fresh, lively minnows. Okay. What perch can resist a fresh, lively minnow? Okay, it's I like to work my bait just a bit. Keep it kind of moving a bit. Okay. No, maybe that, sometimes it's that cast and bringing in that triggers those hits, because it doesn't look like there's anything straight down. All right, I'm gonna cast it out again and bring it back. See if that strategy pays off with another fish. Okay, so there's my cast. I'm still bringing it in, ever so slowly, bringing it in towards the boat. Move it a little bit more, drop it down. Okay, now I'm 1 more and I'll be at the boat. Lift and drop. Okay, I'm at the boat, and this is where you hit last time, right here. And do I have any hits? Doesn't seem to be. No, doesn't seem to be, folks. So, maybe what I'll do is I'll bring it in and I'll cast it out that way a bit and try the same technique. Okay, that other cast worked. See, just moving over just a little bit, folks, made the difference, and I got myself another bite. And it feels decent. They're all about the same size, but it's all about strategy, trying something different. There we go, that's another nice fish. Nice Lake Erie perch, folks. A lot of good eating. Oh boy, you know what? Look at this pail, folks. Look at this pail already. We've got ourselves, I've got myself a good meal. That's more than enough for a good meal. He came on the bottom hook, by the way, my double trouble hook on the top here. Still no worse for wear. But you know what, folks, when you get days like this, I'm out on Lake Erie, but on Lake Erie in particular, you get calm weather like this, you need to head out in the lake and take advantage of it, because they're few and far between, especially in the fall, like I'm fishing now in November. You get a day like this, you go to the lake. And if you have a smaller lake, same principle applies. If you're in cottage country or wherever you are, just take advantage of these days, because winter is coming. I'm not sure when this episode is going to air. It might air in the winter, I have no idea. But folks, we want to take advantage when the good weather is there and have yourself some good days on the water. So I'm going to double up on the bottom hook too. and we're gonna drop it straight down, see if we can get another fish. But if not, you already know what I'm gonna do, folks. Cast, cast, and cast. But you know what? Perch fishing is a lot of fun. It's relaxing, it's rewarding, and at the end of the day, you go home, you feel good, and isn't that what it's all about? Wherever you're tuning in from today, folks, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips, and I sure hope that you get a chance to get out on the water and do some fishing, because it is a lot of fun. Until next time, good luck and good fishing. Oh, solid hit, folks. Before we sign off, this is a bigger fish. Remember what I said about bringing them in? This is a bigger fish. Or it might be a double. Oh my goodness, folks. I just absolutely love it. I love it. In fact, it's just a nice fish. Oh, and the line is wrapped around the gill, but the hook, folks, is right in the mouth. Gave me a really, really nice bite. Isn't that a beauty? Okay, now I'll end the episode on that last hook set. That pail just got a little bit nicer. Like I said, folks, until next time, good luck. And good fishing. Oh, that's a dandy. What a chunk.